And when he never got one, the next alternative on the list was to put an end to it all. That obviously hadn't gone too well either. "How are you feeling?" asked the young nurse, standing before him. He was half sitting in the crisp, overwashed bedclothes, made up in the classic way with the sheet folded over the edge of a yellow hospital blanket, as if the healthcare system still refused to accept the existence of the duvet. He looked at her, tried to not show how the pain from the poisons in his body still bothered him. "Worse than you would like," he said. "Better than I had planned." It made her smile, and that surprised him. She probably wasn't any older than 25, blonde and quite pretty. Or perhaps that was just the result of the soft light from the window behind her. "Seems it wasn't your time after all," she said. Her tone was matter-of-fact, almost conversational, and that surprised him too. "There'll be plenty more chances," he replied. "Very good," she said. "Always be positive." Her smile was perfectly balanced, big enough to punctuate the irony, but sufficiently checked not to undermine the humor. And he suddenly found himself unable to come up with an answer. He was hit by an unpleasant feeling that the conversation was over, and that she had won. For several minutes he lay in silence and watched her work around the room. Efficient movements, a set schedule, drip to be changed, dosage to be regulated, details to be noted and checked against the patient record. A quiet efficiency. And he finally began to wonder if he'd misread her, and whether she had actually joked with him at all. By then, her tasks were finished. She adjusted his sheets without making any discernible difference, and then stopped on her way out. "Don't try anything stupid while I'm away," she said. "As long as you're in here, it is just going to mean a lot of extra work for both you and us." She winked a friendly goodbye, vanished out into the corridor, and let the door close after her. In his bed, William couldn't help feeling uncomfortable. Not because there was any reason to. All he knew was that he was uncomfortable. Why? Because she hadn't used the expected maternal tone, the one he'd already decided to be annoyed by? Or because her pithy comments were so unexpected that he'd allowed himself to feel challenged, almost amused? No. It took him a second. And then he knew. He closed his eyes. It was the tone. The tone was exactly the same. Everything was exactly what she would have said. Suddenly he wasn't bothered by the humming pain in his body anymore, be it salt deficiency or dehydration or too much of some alien substance the pills had left in his tired 55-year-old body, all in vain and now destined to be broken down, nor by the searing wounds healing under the bandages they'd wrapped around his wrists. Instead, what tortured him was something else. It was that feeling again. The one that always came back to him, the one that attacked him with double strength if he ever managed to forget it, and that had finally made him go into the bathroom the evening before and finally decide to do it.